Right then guys, joined again with Sam, one of our local gamers, and today we are starting a SPQR campaign. So there's been a lot of talk about this game, a lot of talk with it initially through rumours of a sort of skirmish historical game which was quite exciting. It's turned out not quite to be what I think some people thought it was going to be, and obviously there's a lot of sort of positive and negative vibes at the moment going on, and as with all Warlord games recently, game comes out, errata 4 days later, so we're going to just work through that. Yeah. The core of the game is actually pretty good. So we're going to just get in there,
get cracking,
and start it. So we're going to be playing a little campaign between Sparta. Okay, that's very Spartan that was. And the sneaky Thebans, being me. Okay, so Thebes versus Sparta. We're going to start the campaign in 370 BC. We're going to be fighting in the Argolis Mountains. Apparently it's in Greece, so, according to this book anyway. So from that point of view, that's where the setting is. We've done our war bands. We're starting at 500 denarii. So for my Thebans, I have a leader with a upgrade, a couple of upgrades actually. He's got the voice of command, which will give +1 bravery to anyone within 6 inches of him. And he's got accurate, which allows him to re-roll any shooting attacks. And my warlord was the Olympic javelin thrower for Thebes. So he's armed with 3 javelin. Yeah. And yeah, so he's got that. He's also taken a +1 to his range stat. Okay. And also he has taken +1 to his bravery stat. He's very brave javelin thrower. Okay. On top of that, I have a unit of 20 hoplite. So they have a horn blower in there, large shields, line of thorax, and long spears. And then I have a standard hoplite unit of 14 guys. Again, same stats as the others, so horn and everything else. Okay, what have you got, buddy?
I've got a Spartan leader.
Yeah.
With a few little upgrades. He's got an extra dice.
Yep.
More wounds.
Melee, yeah.
Yeah, for melee.
Extra wound.
An extra wound. He's also got careless charge.
Very Spartan.
And thundering charge.
Very Spartan. Okay.
And that's about it. Sword, shield.
Okay.
I've then got a 10-man unit of Spartan hoplites.
Yep.
Got to.
Yeah. And they have the special rule for Sparta, yeah?
They do, yeah. Okay. Reroll fail will to fight checks.
Yeah. So they're going to hang around.
Yeah. And then a 15-man unit of...
Go on, you pronounce it.
Perioikoi hoplites. I have no idea if that was right.
I don't think it was. Try again.
Normal hoplites.
Normal hoplites, okay. Farmer hoplites.
Farmer hoplites.
Okay, cool.
With large shield and a long spear.
Right, okay. So we have roll to see who's on the offensive. And it's actually the Thebans who are attacking your little warband. Okay, and being the sneaky Thebans that we are, even though we like dressing in white and blue,
bright colours.
Yeah, we're attacking at midnight.
Wow.
Alright, so we're going to basically try and catch the Spartan camp unaware. So in this scenario, we play until one side is either destroyed or retreated from the battlefield. The Thebans will be the attackers and get the first turn, and they will deploy last. The Spartans will deploy both their units, but only one of them counts as effectively being the patrol or the guard of the camp. So the other one will need to test every turn to see if it can get into action. Also, although it's not overly relevant, because we're playing with Greeks who don't like shooting very much, we have a maximum range of 12 inches. Alright, so my javelins have a maximum range of 10.
You're alright.
So the fact it's dark has no real effect on this whatsoever. Okay, so we're going to basically set up. We'll then show the starting armies. and then we'll obviously get back to you and start the game. So just one note, we are in the process of painting up our Spartans and Thebans. So we are using some Spartans which have been based on a large base. So the Spartan unit with 10 men is the Spartan unit thrusting spears, and the farmer hoplites have got standing to attention with the lion mane on the shield, whereas the Spartans have the Spartan.
The lambda.
The what?
The lambda. That's what it's called.
All right, the lamb shish on their on their shield. Okay. For the Theban army in this one, a little bit more representation of the amount of bodies, but again they're multi-based at the moment, working on that as we speak. So we're hopefully in the next few games we'll show you what they look like. However, the standard Greek hoplites with a myriad of shield motifs based on family something or other, apparently. Not an expert on Greece, have you noticed?
Not at all.
Yeah. Ancient Gaul, not a problem. Why are we doing Greeks? You've got a Greek fetish. And then the unit 14 have the Athenian A I'm going for.
Nice, I like it.
I don't know, it's probably called something else. I'm sure someone will tell us.
I have no idea.
Who knows? Yeah, we're going with Athenian A.
Yeah.
Alright, but they are Thebans, and they're in blue at least. Okay, so we'll set up and be back with you. Okay then guys, so we have the Spartan Guard. So these guys are the farmer hoplites, because we can't pronounce the name. And then we have the sleeping Spartans, who are just positioned over here in their tents, along with their leader, Careless Charger Lot. Okay. So the board today, just a little outcrop here. We've got a little Grecian temple where the Spartans are taking rest and camp on the main roads towards the mountains. And then we have the Theban force. Okay, so remember this game is played at midnight, so visibility is limited. We have the Theban hoplites here, the Olympian just here, and then we have the other Greek hoplite unit here. This is the 20-man unit. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go straight into. Okay, I've already measured. So, turn one for the Thebans, they're going to basically just advance up. So, Theban Unit 1 is going to advance up to the edge of the road there. The Theban General is going to move up likewise. And the other hoplites are going to move up as well. Okay. So, Spartan turn 1. So, while the main Spartan force are sleeping, the Spartan farmers are going to form phalanx, and they are going to move forward to meet the threat that's coming.
Then I'm just going to drift slightly to here, and then that is them done.
Okay, so that is the end of turn 1. No action so far. Okay, so the Spartans have won the Dice of Fate, so they start turn 2 as the initiative. So we're going to see if the Spartans wake up. So we need to roll 1d6, and a 2 says they are still asleep. They needed to get a 6, they get +1 for having a hero, and they will get +1 again for each turn after this one. Okay, so the hoplite farmers, what are they going to do? As the Theban army face them out of the gloom of darkness.
I think they might just hold here.
Okay, so the Spartans holding the defensive line whilst desperately shouting
They're trying to wake the others up.
to their drunken Spartan warriors. Okay, so Theban turn 2. Okay, so Theban turn, the Theban general is going to move forward from the front line, and throw a javelin at the Spartans there. So he's just going to walk forward and then subsequently throw a javelin. So he's at long range, so he'll get -1. He does, however, have a range stat of +2, so he would normally need a 5, no, a 4, sorry, but that's now up to a 5. So he gets 1 dice. He does, however, remember he's got accurate, so he's got to re-roll this. So he needs a 5 with a re-roll. That's a 3, which is a miss, and another 3. So 1 javelin gone. Okay, so first action for the Theban hoplite, smaller of the 2 units, was to advance forward to get themselves within charge range of the Spartans, and the ensuing combat will happen now. Okay, so we now have the first meeting of this battle between similar armed hoplites, both in phalanx formation. So lots of negatives to actually do any damage here. So we have 14 Thebans. So we'll just sort that out now. Okay, so in this game, each man within the unit gets 2 dice. So we're going to be rolling this twice. So we need to work out the statistics. The hoplites have a melee value of 2. So they are hitting on 4s. However, they get -1 because the enemy are in phalanx. Okay, so that takes them up to 5s. So that's 2 so far, and then same amount again. Only 3 hits. That is quite pathetic. Okay, so the Spartans are armed with shields, so they do get the parry rule. So I'm going to have to re-roll my successful hits, which is a total of 3 whole dice, and we're looking for 5s again. And we get 2 still. So 2 go through. The armour value of your standard guys is a 0. Okay, so they are on defence 6.
Yes.
Okay, so it's 2 successful hits on the Spartans. They unfortunately rolled a double 2 for their armour save, and as such 2 of the Spartans fall to the attack from the Thebes. Okay, so because we're on a multi-base, we're just going to mark 2 casualties there. Okay, so the whole unit gets to fight back though. So how many did you have in that unit? It was 15, wasn't it? Yeah. So, and what's your melee rating?
It is a 2.
A 2. So you're looking for 4s, but again -1 for the phalanx. So we can do a bit better.
So
how many have we got?
3, 4, 8 so far.
8. Okay, do it again.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, so my guys do have 14 guys in there, so potentially I can force you to reroll up to 28 dice because I have large shields. So if you just reroll your 15 again, I think it was 15?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're looking for 5s, aren't you?
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so the Thebans have 7 saves to make. They are armour 2, so we're looking at 4s. And we lost 2 Thebans went down. Okay. So there we have it. That's the first exchange. Pretty much locked in combat. The Thebans really a little bit more advanced in their abilities. However, absolutely disastrous dice rolls has left them with an equal stalemate against the weaker Spartan faction. So 1 unit still to go. So basically what's going to happen here is these Spartans here are going to go forward twice, and then they're going to blow their horn, which will allow them a extra activation. So I'll show you that in just a sec. Okay, so we have the Theban hoplite unit unengaged, have advanced forward twice, and then they have turned to face the Spartan flank. That has taken them out of phalanx, however they are ready and poised to strike next turn. So let's see who wins the roll-off for the dice of luck, or fate as it is. 3 for the Spartans, 3 for Thebans. Okay, so the Thebans do get to go first. So first thing we need to do is see if the Spartans wake up on a 4+ this time, as it's turn 3. And the Spartans they've obviously been drinking quite a lot last night. So that good Grecian wine. No doubt some Spartan boys have been delivering it. So you've got Thebans, you've got Spartans in combat. What would they like to do?
They're going to attack twice, I believe.
Okay, so simultaneous attack, here we go. So you've lost 2 guys.
Yep.
So about 13 is it now?
I've got 13 guys now, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Still both in phalanx. So 5s again, isn't it?
5s again, yeah.
Well, actually, hang on. Melee, your melee's only...
2.
No. Oh yeah, sorry, it was range, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's 5s.
So 1, 2, 3, 3 so far.
Okay, so re-roll those. The second dice. A lot of dice rolling in this game, but it's what we're here to do.
4, 5. 5 in total.
5 in total, so you re-roll those 5 due to my shields.
1.
Results in 1. Let's see if we can save it. Nope, so another Theban dies. However, because it's simultaneous combat, they still get to fight back. So that's 11 dice coming back at you. And these guys are also melee 2, so looking for 5s again. 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 6. Which I'll have to re-roll. And 2 successes. So slightly less armour on the Spartans.
Yeah.
That's another 2 down.
Yep, that's another 2 down.
Okay. So your second attack, you're going to carry on the fight?
Yep, I'll keep going.
Okay, so you've lost 4 now in total from your original number.
Yep, so I've got 11.
So 11. There you go.
Yep, these are the red ones. So looking for 5s again.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 3.
And again.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, re-rolling due to still the amount of shields I have there.
2.
2. Okay. Actually, if you want to roll 2 more dice, because you should have got +1 for your last turn, because you're in phalanx, you get +1 to your armour, so that 5 would have saved. So you actually only lost 3. So this is his attack.
No.
No, so it made no difference. But if you just want to mark. Okay. So armour on my guys is a standard. Let's have a look. Okay. we go. One save, so one more of my ones go down. Okay, that's both your attacks done, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so that's the end of the Spartan turn. So again, the Spartans still getting a slight edge over the Thebans, but the Thebans do have another unit ready to strike. Okay, so Theban Turn 3. So we're going to start with this unit here, who are having reformed into phalanx. They are going to charge into the flank of the poor hapless Spartans. Okay, so that is a full 20-man unit. So lots of dice. They get +1 because they're charging and they travel in a straight line more than 3 inches. So you get +1 to that. They're +2 normally. So these guys are hitting on 3s. So I'll just take the misses out. We miss with 10. So we missed with a total of 17, which leaves us 23 remaining. How many guys have you got left in there?
I've got 12 left in that unit.
So I'm having to re-roll all of those by virtue of the fact that that would be 20. How many? 13 you got left?
13.
13, so that would be 26 re-rolls. So yes, I would have to re-roll them. And we said it was 27. This with 17 out of 40. So 23, yeah, so 23 re-rolls. So there's the 20. And then we've got 3 extra dice there. Again, looking for 3s on the re-roll. Okay, so that's quite a lot of saves to make. Now obviously because the Spartans' phalanx is broken, they are only saving on 6s now. So this could be a devastating blow for the Spartan sentries. So the Spartans have been crushed under the Greek spears. However, because it's compulsory combat, they do get to fight back. So here they go with their attacks back to the flanking unit. So the dragons are 1 on those dice. So. There's a 3 there as well.
Oh yeah. So 3, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so you're re-rolling all of those?
No, that's it. That was all 24.
Yeah, shields.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So re-roll the hits due to large shields.
2.
2. Okay. So +1 save, 3 up for the Spartans as they're in phalanx, and 1 falls. So 1 Spartan fell, one Theban fell, and the Spartans were destroyed. Okay, so we'll finish the remaining turn, which is the Theban hoplite unit and the leader. Okay, so end of turn 3. Theban general has moved up outside the sort of temple, and the Theban hoplite unit has moved forward, waiting for turn 4. So turn 4 roll off. So the Spartans win it. They need to get these Spartans awake. So what were we on last time? It was a 4, so we're on a 3 this time. And the Spartans remain asleep. Okay, so just about to start this turn. The Spartans are still asleep, so rather than do too much, we're just going to move the Thebans into their position as they start to surround the Spartans, ready for them to wake up and come out of their tents and face what they think would be the Spartan guard. Unfortunately, it's a bunch of angry Thebans. So we'll be back with you for the following turn. Okay, so the Thebans have surrounded the sleeping Spartans, and the all-important start phase. Now, if the Thebans win this, it's almost certainly a victory to Thebes. If the Spartans win it again, oh, they've got a 5, and they do win it again. So it's now, we need to see whether the Spartans wake up on a 2 or more. Okay, so these guys are maybe Theban spies have got in and drugged the wine.
Yeah.
Maybe. So with that in mind, the Spartan turn is over.
Yeah.
And the Thebans will engage. So here we have a situation where the Spartans are not in any phalanx. Both the Theban units are in phalanx. So we'll see how this plays out. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to throw the leader's javelin into the tent and try and spear some hapless Spartans as they come out their tent. So we're going to do a double throw action. He had 3 javelins at the start,
Yeah.
so might as well throw both javelins. So I'm going to do it at the same time because it doesn't really make any difference, I don't think. So the leader is range 2. So he's on 4s, so he's looking for 5s because it's over half range. That's 1 success and 1 reroll. So it's 2 successes. So the javelin have lethal 2, which deducts 2 from your armour roll.
That's my armour got.
Also does 2 damage each. So it's a Spartan killer.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, you have 2 saves of 6s, otherwise you lose 2 Spartans.
Ooh. No.
Okay, so 2 Spartans get speared by the double attack from the Theban general.
Whilst they sleep.
Mm. Okay, so now what we're going to do, probably what I should have done actually, is probably only thrown 1 spear or joined a unit, getting more experience for wounding a hero, or at least destroying the unit he's in, but it's early days in the campaign. So what we'll do, we'll charge the larger unit into the front of the sleeping Spartans and their tents. So they're going to charge in. They have 19 soldiers, so that's 38 dice coming up. Okay, so first round of 19 dice, we are looking for 3s, which is +2 melee, +1 for the charge. So that is a total of 3, 6, 7 misses, so that's 12 hits so far. 12 hits so far. And another 12, so that's 24 in total. You have 8 guys with large shield, so that's reroll in 16. You then have your hero large shield, which is reroll another 2, which is 18. You then have him with a sword, which is parry, which is reroll another 1, so it's rerolling 19 dice. So those automatically go through, and we're rerolling these ones. Okay, so that's all of the hits, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so it's the save for the Spartan hoplites. We're looking at +2 armour, so they are on 4 up. And that's very good.
That's not bad.
So how many actually got through?
4.
4, so that's 2 more Spartans die.
Yes.
So those Spartans do get to fight back, including the leader. So there was 2 guys dead previously, wasn't there? So 16 attacks from the actual Spartan hoplites, and then we'll do the leader.
Yep. So here's the 16 attacks.
Yep. They are melee 2?
Melee 3.
Melee 3. Okay, so hitting on 3s. However, I'm in phalanx.
So we're hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. And you're re-rolling all of them anyway.
Yep.
Okay, re-roll. Okay, so 5 get through. +1 for phalanx, so saving on 3s. One Theban falls. So we've still got enough saved parries to parry the leader. So the leader now gets his go back.
He is on 3 dice.
Yep.
He's melee 3.
Okay, so looking for 3s.
4s. Phalanx.
Yep. 1 success, which he's got to re-roll. And fails as he tries to clear the sleep from his eye. Okay, so what's going to happen next is the second Theban unit is going to pile into the flank of the Spartans in phalanx. So there is 4 casualties from that unit, leaves 10, so 20 dice in total coming at the Spartans there. These guys hitting on 4s. Okay, so take those misses out of the way, and then we will be re-rolling. Looking to try and take another couple of Spartans down if we can. Okay, so we have 5 saves to make.
Yep. Armour 2, so 4s.
So it's
Only 1 went through.
a wound. So one of the Spartans is wounded. Okay, Spartans and the general get to return attack, so do the general first. So 3 dice for the general.
Yep. Hitting on
4s.
4s. Yes,
Melee 3, so would be 3s normally, up to 4s for phalanx. 1 success, which needs re-rolling. Okay, so it's 1 hit so far scored by the leader.
Yep.
And then we have, how many Spartans left in that unit?
4. Oh, we have 6 left.
6 left. That doesn't include the guy who's just died, does it? Oh no, it was only a wound, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, 6. So 12 dice in total.
Looking for 4s.
Yep.
Bad.
And again, re-rolling. That's a bit better.
You've got 2 in total.
So 2 in total. And 1 Theban falls. Okay, so you've lost how many guys?
I've lost 4 out of that in total.
Okay, so not quite half. So that is going into another turn then. Okay, so we roll for the dice of fate. 3. And a 5, so the Spartans win yet again. Wide awake this time though. Which unit do you wish to fight first? Let's have a quick look at this combat over here. Okay, so the Spartans going to take on the Greek larger unit of the hoplites. Try and whittle their number down a bit. Okay, fire away. So we've got 12 dice.
Hitting on 4.
Hitting on 4s due to Thebans in phalanx.
Definitely wide awake.
Yeah, re-rolling all of them now. So that's quite a few there. +1 armour save though for the phalanx. Still enough to take 2 of the Thebans down. Unfortunately the Thebans only have 1 wound each. And then the leader gets 3 dice. Again.
Popping for 4s.
Yeah. And rerolls. Okay, so there was 18 in that unit, so that's 18 guys fighting back. Okay, so here we go, hitting on 3s. So we've hit with 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 so far. Second run. Eight so far plus that, so that's 5. There's the 8. Okay, so we're re-rolling all of in actual fact we're not re-rolling all of them, are we? So it's 15 re-rolls, that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, so those hits do go through. These have to be re-rolled. So that was 6 large shields and a leader with large shield and sword. So the Spartans need to do a will to fight check for the last remaining 2. So you've got 1 Spartan warrior and the warband leader. Yeah. Unfortunately, no, the bravery is a 4, so it's a 1 required to make them fail. More importantly, it's re-rollable for the Spartans for Sparta rule. So they are fine. 3 + 4 is 7. They're okay. And it's the Spartan remaining attempt to try and take another couple of guys down. Yeah. Okay, so you've got 1 Spartan warrior,
yep.
2 dice, hitting on 4s, 1 reroll, yep, and a save, yep, and then your leader gets 3 dice,
yep. Hitting on 4s.
Okay, so the Spartan return attack, I think we can safely say that's probably the end of them. The Spartans, bodies laying everywhere. However, we will need to establish whether many of these Spartans were actually feigning their injuries for the campaign point of view, or whether they are definitely speared. So we'll be back with that shortly. Okay, so at the end of the turn we're going to just do the campaign element. The Thebans generated 30% of the value of the Spartan force, which added to their starting amount that they'd saved is 149.5 denarii, and the Spartans managed to, or their survivors managed to sneak off the battlefield with 125 denarii. So we're now going to see casualties of this engagement. So the Spartan hoplites, there's 10 of those, and see how many survive on 4-up for the campaign.
What?
Okay, so 6 survived. So if you want to mark that on your sheet, that there's now only 6 there. And then the farmer hoplites.
Still 4 up.
Yep.
2, 4.
So 6 died, looks of it.
Yeah.
So 6 casualties.
So 9 survived.
Okay, and then we need to check for the hero. So the Spartan hero was the only one that fell. He didn't get taken down by an enemy hero, so we're not adding anything to that. So we're going to roll 2 dice and see what happened to him. It's a 9. So he is injured. Hero suffered a serious injury and he will miss the next campaign game as he recovers. Okay, but he's then back available for game 3. So Sam will have 125 denarii in which to replace some soldiers ready for the Theban advance further into Spartan territory. So we're now going to roll for the Spartans, the Thebans. So we've got 4 casualties from the larger of the 2 hoplite units. And 1 survives, so they lose 3 casualties. And then how many did we? 5 was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 from the smaller unit. And 3 of those died. So again, actual casualties wise, in that game, the Thebans didn't come off that much better than the Spartans. Obviously, no roll to make for the leader. Okay, so we'll update that accordingly and work out the XP. Right then, so I think we need to get some smoke alarms or something installed in the Spartan tents.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that coming.
So, Thebans destroyed the guard, and then basically formed up in phalanx and marched through the Spartan tents.
Yeah.
However, hiding under the canvas were a few of the Spartans pretending to be dead.
Yeah.
And they managed to make an escape. So they've met up with another sort of force now. They're going to basically try and make a breakthrough in episode 2. Yes. So that's what's going to happen. We've done all the experience points and the other bits, so obviously, that's all done. So the Spartans, slightly depleted in number. They've grabbed a few more hoplites out the farm fields, because we still can't pronounce the name of these Spartans. Nice. So please do, post below what they're actually called. And the actual Spartan warriors, or the Spartan hoplites, they're down to 6.
Yes.
Yeah. So from 10 down to 6.
Yeah, lost a few of them.
Yeah, led by their leader. Oh no, the leader's not in this one, is he? Because he's
missing,
he's injured.
Yeah.
So no leader.
Oh
and the Thebans are fully strength. If anything, actually slightly more strength than they were last time. So, start to the campaign. A bit of a rough start for the Spartans.
Yeah.
But if you want to see what happens in the battle, or the second battle, then there'll be a link attached below. Click the link for Sparta versus Thebes Breakthrough. Okay, see you soon, guys.